I know that, sir, but think of the disastrous effect this might have on the morale of the American teenager. No, I'm not suggesting that the boy doesn't want to go into the army, it's just that... Well, it seemed to me that... I'm not trying to... 2 weeks from today? At the induction center. He'll be there. Oh, Rosie, thank God you've come. This is the end of the Amlu Music Corporation. Conrad Birdie's going into the army.
And your faithful secretary is hereby submitting her resignation.
Huh?
I just dropped in to say goodbye, Albert, darling. Lots of love.
Rosie, you can't. Not today of all days. My pills. Where are my pills? The little white ones I take when I'm overrun.
Here.
Not so much. Break it in half.
You're 33 years old, Albert. You can take a whole aspirin.
I'm not 33. I'm a long way from 33. I won't be 33 till tomorrow. Water! Rosie, those were moments of madness.
Well, between the moments of madness in the office, I put in a good 90-hour week. And for what? A $5 raise in 1954 and a bottle of arpege last Christmas.
Promise her anything, but give her arpege, Rosie.
Oh, yes, Albert, but not a 16th of an ounce. And besides, this is something much more important.
Rosie, if you're referring to anything of a more permanent nature between you and me, I'm not ready for it. Besides, there are religious differences.
Spanish is not a religion.
And if it's part of the company you're after, the answer is no to that too. Almalu is me, Mama, and Lou, and any change in that would kill that wonderful woman who bore me.
Oh, Albert, nothing could kill your mother, except maybe a silver bullet.
And I won't drop poor old Lou either. He loved you, Rose.
I loved Lou too. Sure, he was warm, he was lovable, he was loyal. But he died 6 years ago, and besides, he was a wire-haired terrier. Anyhow, Albert, this is something much more important.
Rosie, if you're going to discuss what I think you're going to discuss, I'm in no mood to discuss it.
There is nothing to discuss, Albert. Conrad Birdie's going into the army. I've quit. There's nothing you can do but give up the
Rosie,
business.
I'm
go
up to
back
my ears in debt. Conrad's got a $50,000 guarantee, which I can't pay, and I've just taken a severe overdose of aspirin.
Albert, will you listen to me? This may be your last chance. Albert, I'm serious. His going in the army is the best thing you could do. Now you're free to start to do what you want to do. Albert, Albert, Albert. I remember how you told me I should trust you for a year. It would just be for a year, but it's 8 years, Albert. 8 long years, Albert!
It takes time to build a business, Rose.
It was only a sideline, that's what you said. You just needed some money, that's what you said. You were going to college and get ahead. Instead of being a music business bum, you were going to NYU and
Don't say it, Rose.
An English
Oh,
teacher.
Rosie.
And furthermore, he wrote
Oh,
poetry.
Rose, please.
And in the NYU yearbook for 1952 under Albert Peterson's favorite piece of literature, you know what it said? Little Women!
I'm ruined in show business.
An English teacher, an English teacher. If only you'd been an English teacher, we'd have a little apartment in Queens. You'd get a summer vacation, and we would know what life means. A man who's got his master's degree, someone, how proud I'd be if you had become one. It could have been such a wonderful life. I could have been Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Bye Peterson, the English teacher's wife.
I'll make a deal with you, Rose. Stay with me, help me get the money to pay Conrad's guarantee, and as soon as I'm out of the red, I'll dissolve the company and go back to the academic life.
Albert, you're on.
Of course, it may take a while, but I'm sure that by 1973 or 1974 we'll at least have enough. What's that?
Something that's going to push that date up a few years. Pick your name.
Pickett, what are you talking about?
All right, I'll do it for you. McAfee, Kim McAfee, age 15, president and secretary of the Conrad Birdie Fan Club of Sweet Apple, Ohio, number capital 78820. Hi, Mary. Could you get me Sweet Apple, Ohio, please? The number is capital 78820 and call me right back.
Now wait a minute, what's going on here? Who's Kim whatever her name is?
Kim McAfee, Albert, is what's going to send you back to college with the biggest hit song this business has ever seen. It's called One Last Kiss.
I've never heard of it.
You haven't written it yet, but once you do, and when that one last kiss is from Conrad Birdie, on his way going into the cold hard army for 2 long years, when that one last kiss is to one of his fans chosen at random from 1,200,000 hysterical teenagers, it'll make Mr. Birdie the hottest soldier since Joan of Arc.
You know what? I'm beginning to see it, Rose. So, we cut the record here in New York.
Take that greasy bongo-playing car thief to Sweet Apple.
Let him kiss the kid.
And release the record. Albert, you'll make enough money to stay in college for the rest of your life.
Oh, Rose, it's perfect. And I promise you, as soon as this thing is settled, it'll be just you and me, Rose, in perfect bliss. I'll get a job as an English teacher and... Bliss. Kiss. Hey, those rhyme. I wonder if anyone's ever used that before. Now, what difference does it make? It'll be perfect for the song. Oh, one last kiss. It brings so much bliss. What is your dentifrice? No, that's too clinical.
English teacher, an English teacher, someday he may be an English teacher. Hello? Well, every phone in Sweet Apple can't be busy. What's going on there? Hey, McAfee just got pinned? To who? Never mind. Mary, keep trying to call me right back. It's gonna be such a wonderful life. I'm gonna be Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Bye Birdie Kappa Peterson, the English teacher's wife. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Helen. What's the story? Morning glory. What's the tale? Nightingale. Tell me quick about Hugo and Kim. Hi, Margie. Hi, Alice. What's the story? Morning glory. What's the word? Hummingbird. Have you heard about Hugo and Kim? Did they really get pinned? Did she kiss him and cry? Did he pin the pin on? Or was he too shy? Well, I heard they got pinned.
Yeah.
I was hoping they would. Now they're living at last.
He's gone.
Going steady for good.
Hello, Mr. Hancock. This is Hobby Johnson. Can I speak to Penelope and
Sure about Kim.
Penelope?
I just realized it's Carol.
How's the prom?
I was talking right now.
Saturday?
I can talk to you now. Going steady.
No way, man.
Going steady.
It's crazy, man.
Going steady.
No way.
It won't last. Not at all. He's too thin. And she's too tall.
Hello, Mrs. Miller. This is Hobby Johnson. Can I speak to Deborah Sue? Hi, am Hugo? Hi, am stupid. What you wanna go get?
Well, I heard they got pinned. I was hoping they would. Now they're living at last. You going steady for?
Hello, Mrs. Girlfine. Checking home from school, yeah.
Did they really get pinned? Going steady. I was hoping they would. Going steady. Now they're living at last. Going steady. Going steady for? I was thinking they would. Now they're living at last. Going steady for? Going steady. Going steady. Going steady. Steady for good. Going steady. Going steady. Going steady. Steady for good. Oh yeah.
Very happy, I know.
Oh yeah.
Go steady for me.
Oh yeah.
That's the way you should go. Going steady.
Going steady.
Going steady.
Going steady.
Going steady. Steady for good.
Going steady.
Going steady.
Going steady.
Going steady.
Going steady.
Oh
Yeah. Kim McAfee? What do you mean you're resigning from the fan club? I mean, just because Hugo Peabody gave you his pin doesn't mean you have to retire from all social life. Going steady is very important, but there are things more important than very important, and the Conrad Birdie fan club is one of them. I mean, after all, where else can we girls gather together to worship that wonderful creature? I mean, do you realize what you'd be giving up, Kim?
I'm sorry, Ursula, but my mind's made up. Of course, I'll still play his records, but things like the Pledge and the Conrad Birdie Scream are past me now.
You're giving up the scream? You mean when Conrad Birdie sings on television? You're not going to go, ah! Oh, Kim!
Kim, dear, would you please get off the phone? I've got some calls to make. All right, Mother. I'm sorry, Ursula, but I gotta hang up. But you'll explain everything to the other kids, won't you?
I suppose I'll have to. Bye, Kim. Kim? Are you sure? I mean, after all. Really, Kim? Are you absolutely sure?
Positive. After all, I'm 15 and it's time I settled down. When you're a skinny child of 14, wired with braces from ear to ear, you doubt that you could ever be appealing. Then, hallelujah, you are 15 and the braces disappear and your skin is smooth and clear. And you have that happy grown-up feeling. How lovely to be a woman, the way it was well worthwhile. How lovely to wear mascara and smile, a woman smile. How lovely to have a figure that's round instead of flat. Whenever you hear boys whistle, you're what they're whistling at. It's wonderful to feel the way women feel. It gives her such a glow, just to know you're wearing lipstick and heels. How lovely to be a woman and have one job to do, to pick out a boy and train him, and then when you are through, you've made him the man you want him to be. Life's lovely when you're a woman like me. How wonderful to know the things a woman knows. How marvelous to be for a day in simply beautiful clothes. How lovely to be a woman and change from boys to men, to go to a fancy nightclub and stay out after 10. How lovely to be so grown up and free. Life's lovely when you're a woman like me. Hello. Kim, there's a call for you. The operator says she's been trying to get through for nearly 3/4 of an hour. Thank you, Doris. I'll take it down there. She said it was a long-distance call, and I can't imagine who... What did you say?
Oh, why, I said thank you, Doris. Oh, why, there's no need to look upset. It's modern to call your mother by her first name. It makes mother and daughter a little more like pals.
And your father?
Why, I'll call him Harry, naturally. Oh, I think Harry took the news about Hugo and I awfully well, don't you, Doris?
This is she.
Yes, I'll wait.
I don't know. Yesterday I was a mother and today I'm a pal. Are you sure you wouldn't like to call me Mom? That's modern.
I'm sorry, but times are changing and you've got to go along with them, or else we're left behind with the old folks. Oh, and by the way, Doris, have you got a cigarette? I seem to have run out.
I'm not old. I was 18 in World War II.
Conrad Birdie is coming here to kiss me.
water.
Oh no, you don't get it! Conrad Birdie is coming here to Sweet Apple to kiss me! Oh, Mommy!
I never thought I'd say it, but God bless Conrad Birdie. We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad, and we'll be true. When you're not near us, we're blue. Oh, Conrad, we love you.
Hi, girls. Sorry I'm late. Now let's go over the Birdie song once more before we get down to the... Now remember the Conrad Birdie creed, dear. No smoking until you're 14. Okay, let's get started.
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad.
Little girl, you can sing with us if you want. What's the matter with her?
Oh, she's just sad because Conrad Birdie's going into the army, and by the time he gets back, he'll be too old for her.
Well, I think she's still got a few good years left. Listen, why don't you girls go down to track 12 and I'll talk to her. And stay out of the bar. Hi, I'm Albert Peterson, Conrad's manager. Come on now, that's no way to be. Things can't be that black. Smile! Little girl, this is an adult speaking. I order you to smile. Please? Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Take off the gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not your style. You look so good that you'll be glad and excited to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook. Stick out that noble chin. Wipe off that full of down look. Slap on a happy grin. And spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. And if you're feeling cross and vicarish, don't sit and whine. Pick a banana, split some licorice, and you'll feel fine. A girl so gloomy, she wouldn't clap or sing. She wouldn't listen to me. Now she's a mean old thing. So spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. My gosh, there's our luggage. Now why don't you get down to track 12 if you want to see Conrad before he goes. Oh boy! Would you get that stuff down to track 12 on the double? Rosie, what are you doing?
Getting our things down to the station without any help from you, Albert.
I'm sorry, Rose. I don't suppose a generous tip would make things up.
Just take your briefcase, Albert, and get down to that train station before any of those reporters talk to Conrad alone. You know what happened last time.
You hold on to it, Rose. I've got to wait here for Mama.
Speaking of your mother, Albert, did you tell her about dissolving Almelu?
I couldn't, Rose. Yesterday was the anniversary.
What?
Lou. 6 years ago, he was hit on 181st Street in Broadway by a loaded beer truck.
Yoo-hoo!
Do you suppose that's Mama?
It's either her or the old Clear.
Yoo-hoo! Sunny!
Mama, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing's the matter, dear. I'm just a little faint from the subway.
The subway? Mama, I told you to take a taxi.
Taxi. What do I need with taxis? I'll save the taxis for my successful son. A woman can ride in a crowded, dirty subway full of foreign people who wouldn't give you a seat if your life depended on it. But what's the difference? Nowadays, a mother is worth less than dirt anyway. Here's the change I saved from not taking a taxi. Buy some candy with it. Who's she?
Oh, Mama, you know Rose Alvarez from the office.
This is Rose Alvarez? Pretty little Rose Alvarez? Why, Rose, what happened? You got a sudden shock or something?
Excuse me, Albert. I think I'll go see if Conrad's here.
Oh, by all means, Miss Alvarez. Look at her, Sonny, how nice she looks. It's a wonder to me that some older man hasn't snatched her up by now. A personable matron like that with brains and a few dollars. Oh, what a catch you'd be for a convalescent. Well, goodbye, Rose.
Goodbye, May.
Call me Mrs. Peterson.
Oh, well, Mama, what I wanted to talk to you about is sort of about Rose. Maybe you better sit down.
Why? I know my sonny. He loves his mama. He isn't going to say anything that would break her heart. Well, go ahead, dear. What about Rose?
Well, it's sort of about Lou, too.
Lou? Where are you, Lou? Struck down by a beverage I consumed faithfully for 32 years. What about Lou?
Well, it's just that Rose thinks, and I agree that I should give up Almaloo. Oh, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. You killed me, that's all. Lou, I'm coming. I'm on my way up.
Mama, you don't understand. It's just that Rose thought. Look, Mama, here's some money. Take a cab home. The subways are too crowded.
Nothing is too crowded for a mother. I'll take the IRT. That's the worst subway. Wait a minute. How many blocks is it after all? Only 107? I'll walk.
Mama.
Enjoy yourself, son. Take care. Wear your heavy coat. Be careful crossing the street. Keep your money in your inside pocket. Wear your rubbers and eat a hot lunch.
Albert, I thought you were going to break it to her gently.
Well, as a matter of fact, Rosie, I didn't tell her at all. I mean, she was so upset about my leaving, I thought I'd better
So you mean
wait.
you didn't tell her
He's coming, Conrad's Birdie's coming.
Come on, Rosie. Conrad's coming in. We can't let him talk to those reporters alone. You know what happened
But
last
Albert,
time.
you can't.
Later,
You're
Rosie.
going to-
Conrad needs me. Later.
Hey, can I ask you a couple of questions? So how do you feel talking to the army?
Well, how does he feel? You ask how he feels? He's much too shy to tell you, so I'll tell you how he feels. He feels brave and eager, strangely humble, proud to be a plain GI.
He will gladly face those bullets, for he's not afraid to die. For he's a fine, patriotic, happy, American boy.
That's why he volunteered
Oh,
for the army.
volunteer. That's how he was drafted.
And yet he kneeled 3 times.
Sing!
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. It will be true. When you're not near us, we're blue. Oh, Conrad, we love
Very
you.
nice.
What's that bitch on the hollow started, Conrad? Are you two engaged?
Is he engaged? Is Conrad engaged? Oh, there's absolutely nothing to the rumor he's engaged.
She's a real pal, like a sister, but it doesn't mean a thing. And that 18-carat diamond, it was just a friendship ring.
For he is a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
Then why was her husband so mad?
Sing!
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. It will be true.
I'll never forget Conrad's first words when he heard he'd been accepted into the armed forces. Say, Mr. Peterson, he cried eagerly, do you suppose I can get assigned to the frontline trenches? That way I'll be sure to get me one of those dirty Jerrys.
Albert!
Or whoever's dirty this time.
Say, Mr. Peterson, why don't you give us some of the real scoop? Is Conrad still drinking a lot?
Now listen here. That gossip must stop. He goes to church each Sunday and he doesn't touch a drop.
He's as decent as a minister. He's as sober as a judge. He subscribes to every charity, and his hobby's making fudge.
For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
Is it true that you find Conrad in a reform school?
That is a lie. A lie through and through. I'll tell you where he came from. Here's the story, and it's true.
He was born in
He was born in Old Virginia,
son of missionaries
on a 1,000-acre farm,
very poor and very
from a line of
poor.
wealthy planters,
What a cruel
full of
life
genteel
lived.
southern charm.
Then he drifted
And every evening by the river,
to a water
in the moonlight they would croon.
that is where I
And that's where Conrad started singing.
Neath that dirty
Neath that sweet plantation,
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad. Yes, it will be true. Oh, oh, Conrad. We love you. We love you, Conrad. It will be true.
For he's a fine, upstanding, average, modest, patriotic, healthy, normal, American boy.
Comrade Birdie, welcome to Sweet Apple. Now, before we escort you to the town hall where the mayor himself is waiting, I would like to introduce you to the girl upon whom you have chosen to bestow your final kiss upon, and who will now lead us in reciting the Comrade Birdie Pledge. Kim McAfee.
I, Alice, being of sound mind and body, do hereby promise to be loyal, courteous, steadfast, and true to Conrad Birdie and the United States of America, both indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
Oh, Rosie, you stay here. I'm gonna go along with Conrad.
And Albert.
Rosie, I've got to make Conrad speak for him. Now you stay here, get the bags, stack them, and bring them to the house, and if I see a cab, I'll send back for it.
before you go, could I talk to you for a minute?
Right now, Hugo, I'm in an awful hurry.
I don't think so, Kim. It's important.
Hugo Peabody, what's so important that you have to talk to her right now?
What's so important? I'll tell you what's so important. The day after I give her my pin, she goes around kissing somebody else. That's what's so important. I want you to know, I'm quite upset about this. I've already had several headaches and a nosebleed.
Why, Hugo? I believe you're actually jealous of Conrad Birdie.
Me? Jealous? I'm the opposite of jealous. I'm very jealous. And I have every right to be. Kim's my steady.
That's just it, Hugo. I'm your steady. And I may admire Conrad Birdie as one admires a far distant and unattainable ideal, but I'm pinned to you, Hugo, and I don't care how common and ordinary you actually are. That's how I'm going to stay.
You're not just saying that to make me feel better.
I mean every word of it, Hugo. Conrad Birdie's just a fling. Steady is forever. One boy, one special boy, one boy to go with, to talk with, and walk with. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. One boy, one certain boy, one boy to laugh with, to joke with, have fun with. One boy, not two or three. One day you'll find out this is what life is all about. You need someone who is living just for you. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Kim, I feel so much better now. All thoughts of the nosebleed have utterly vanished.
You were silly to worry, Hugo. Conrad Birdie may be a great public figure, but he does make me feel all dizzy and faint when I think of him. Only my steady does that. But when I say his name, I don't feel a thing. Listen. Conrad Birdie. Conrad Birdie. Conrad. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
The boy she loves is the boy that makes her dizzy and almost faint. And you heard it, lady. That boy is me.
This is what life is all about. You need someone who is living just for you. Guy, one special guy, one guy to live for, to can Lord be there for.
Rosie, what's the matter?
Nothing, just thinking of you, Albert.
No, never mind thinking of me. My speech, where is it?
In the briefcase.
Good, bring it along. The mayor's almost done talking. Come on.
That's the way it should be.
World Blue Card House.
I'll make sure we got a wire to New York.
Come on, Alice. Conrad's over here. Right. Did you make the box for me to stand on?
Mother, I'm taking you home. It's too crowded.
You'll have to drag me by the hair.
Phyllis, you know the doctor said you shouldn't go out in crowds.
Shut up and keep pushing that wheelchair.
And so it is with great pride and prejudice, and with the usual pomp and circumstance, that I welcome you to our fair city and present you with this 14 karat solid gold key so generously donated to us by the good men at the Sweet Apple Brass Works. And as I present you this key, Conrad Birdie.
He said it. He said the name.
What? I just said Conrad Birdie. If you don't stop screaming, I can't finish my speech.
Who cares about your speech? We want to hear from Conrad.
Speak to us, so beautiful one. Tell us how you make that glorious sound that even now, in anticipation of it, has reduced me to a snarling, raging, panting jungle beast.
You gotta be sincere.
Edna, what's the matter?
You gotta be sincere.
Mr. Birdie, what are you doing?
You gotta feel it here, cause if you feel it here, well then it's gonna be honestly sincere. You make them give it to you, right down to you. Gotta be sincere, gotta be sincere, man, you gotta be sincere. If you're really sincere, if you feel it here, then it's gotta be right. Oh, baby! Oh, honey! Hug me. Suffer. Sincerity shows through. I look you in the eyes, don't even have to try. It's automatic, guy. Sincere. I sing about a tree, and I really feel that tree. And when I sing about a girl, I really feel that girl. I mean, I really feel. If you're really sincere, if you feel it here, then it's gotta be right. Oh, baby! Oh, honey. Okay. Supper. You gotta be sincere. Oh, you gotta feel it here. Oh, oh, my baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, my baby. Oh, yeah. Harvey Simpson, what are you doing?
Ursula, come back here this minute.
Well, I gotta be sincere. 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 Oh, my baby. Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, my baby. Oh,
Hey!
There's a lady with slacks lying in the gutter. Who does she belong to?
Me, and leave her there.
I got a lock of somebody's hair. I wonder if it's his.
No, it isn't, Ethel. And give me my hat!
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, I'm tired.
We've been here all night. We promised to sing the birdie song 10,000 times, didn't we? Well, we've got 5,276 to go. So sing.
We love you.
Daddy, I want all this mess cleared away before Conrad comes down.
This mess, as you call it, Kim, happens to be my breakfast, and I intend enjoying it.
Your father has a right to enjoy his eggs, Kim. But I'm sure he won't mind if we just quietly start clearing away some of these other things. I know the house has been a bit hectic this morning, but Kim has gone to a lot of trouble to make a special breakfast for Mr. Birdie. And I do want to make sure that everything is ready and waiting for him when he comes down. After all, he is a national figure, and I want to show all these New York people we know exactly how to treat a national figure here in Sweet Apple. Of course, it doesn't mean that much to me personally, but for Kim's sake. There we are, dear. All done. Did you enjoy it? That's good. Now, if you'll just...
Doris!
hurry along.
I'm not budging from this room until I get my coffee, smoke a cigarette, and read my paper.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I didn't have time to make you your coffee this morning. Oh, how about a nice warm 7-Up?
Morning, Bob. Here's your paper. I hope you don't mind that I can put a few stories about Carter.
I have tried to run this house on a democratic basis. I have extended the privilege of self-determination to both the woman I married and the children I sired. The vote has been denied no one for reasons of age, sex, or political affiliation. There has been no taxation without representation, and open covenants have been openly arrived at. Last night, I gave up my room to a guest who repeatedly referred to me as Fats. Telephone calls were made on my phone to New York, Chicago, Fairbanks, Alaska, and Hong Kong. I slept on a camp cot with my feet in the fireplace and my head in an ashtray. Outside my window, 3 harpies shrieked, "We love you, Conrad!" 4,723 times! I have just lost 2 fried eggs! Gentlemen, the democracy is over. Parliament is dissolved. The Magna Carta is revoked. And Nero is back in town. And you don't offer an emperor a warm 7-Up.
Mr. McAfee, I hope you won't mind keeping off the phone for a couple of minutes. We're expecting a long-distance call from New York.
Perfectly fine! I'll go and burn Rome!
Mother, what's wrong? Oh, nothing's the matter, dear. Your father is just excited
Ah!
about Mr. Birdie's being here. That's all. He's coming, he's coming. He's coming, Mother. Oh, grab the eggs. You can call the kids.
Girls, he's coming. You better hurry if you want to watch him eat.
Here we are, Kim.
I'm sorry, Doris. But we just had to do. We'll stay quietly back here.
He's here.
Call me down for lunch. Hey, Fats.
Now, Doris, about that boy.
Please, Harry, he's just shy.
Well, if you ask me,
After all, Doris, Kim is only 15, and I don't want her to be
Please,
seen as...
Daddy. Not in front of everybody.
Personally, we better go.
I don't care who's here. No ill-mannered lout is going to... You shut up.
Harry, you have no right to say that. That boy is our guest.
This is my house, and until you're 18...
But Daddy!
I said shut up! Until you're 18.
But Daddy!
Will you leave me alone?
Mr. and Mrs. McAfee, Kim, Randolph, Pamela, is this the way you want 75 million Americans to see you?
What are you talking about?
You're all going to be on television with Conrad.
On television?
Yes, I just got the confirmation from New York, from Ed Sullivan himself.
You mean we're gonna be on the Sullivan Show? The Ed Sullivan Show!
That's right. They're going to cut in on Sweet Apple this Sunday night at 8:05, and you're all going to be on. That's why I beg you to put aside all petty differences, because to that great audience out there, you're an American dream come true. And for the free world's sake, Mr. McAfee, don't destroy the dream.
Me, on the Ed Sullivan Show. Ed Sullivan. Me, Harry McAfee, appearing with Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan, we're gonna be on Ed Sullivan.
How could any family be half as fortunate as we?
We'll be coast to coast with our favorite host, Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. We're gonna be on Ed Sullivan. I've got a wonderful wife, 3 small kids, a good job, and now this? Someday we'll recall the greatest day of all. Ed, I love you. Ed
well, this is it, Albert. What do you think?
It looks great, Rose. Now, there's something very important I want
It's
to talk
been
to you
used as a
about.
movie house for the past 30 years, but I think it'll be just fine for television.
It'll be swell, Rose. Now, what I wanted to say
We're
was
shipping in the lights tomorrow. If you need any costumes, we can go down to the
Rose,
warehouse and
Rose,
get that.
I'm sure everything will be perfect. Now, if you just forget about the Sullivan Show for 1 minute, there's something very important I want to talk to you about. About you and I, Rose.
You and me, English teacher.
Seriously, Rose. Now, what I wanted to say is that I'm very glad that you and me, and I, are out here together, Rose. Being away from New York, Rose, has made me see all kinds of things in a different light. That's why I wanted to tell you that I wrote Mama and told her that no matter what happens, I'm going to give up the company.
Oh, Albert! You did it!
But I did, Rose. I wrote her the day we left, which leaves 3 days and 3 nights for her to get in touch with me, and so far not a word. If you ask me, she's just accepted the whole thing by now. Come in.
3 days and 3 nights on a Trailways bus! But what's the difference? I'm only a mother, and for a mother, a Trailways bus is good enough!
Mama, what are you doing here?
Did you think I would come? A woman gets a letter obviously written under the influence of drugs, and she should stay at home? Never mind. It's only a mother's tears. Dear Mom, this is to let you know that Almelu is dissolved. Your friend, Albert. Almelu is dissolved? Dissolve me. Who am I anyway? Just a sick old woman. Probably won't last the night. I just want a simple gravestone with one word carved on it. Albert's mother.
Mama.
And never mind hiring a limousine to get me to the final resting place. I'll walk.
Mama.
And you tell that Spanish friend of yours that I forgive her. She knoweth not what she doeth.
Mama, the rose is right over here.
This is Rose Alvarez? I don't believe it. She looks like Margot when they took her out of Shangri-La. Oh, Albert, for her own sake, send her back to Tibet. And don't worry about finding a secretary. It just so happens that I met the perfect secretary on my way here. A wonderful, refined girl on her way to Akron, only I persuaded her to get off here. Sonny, say hello to Gloria Rasputin. Glorious? Sorry.
Hey, you're cute.
Mama, I don't need a secretary. I have Rosie.
Oh, what does Rosie need a job for? In a year or two, she'll be getting Social Security.
Well, listen, I don't just type.
You do other things?
I tap dance. I figured I could help you with the secretary stuff and you can get me into the show business. Hold this, honey. May, can you hum Swanee River?
It's my favorite selection.
Wow. Do I get the job?
Well, you certainly have wonderful qualifications, but I'm used to working with Miss Alvarez. But as you say, Mama, we are faced with certain amounts of extra work, and do you have to stay down there?
For a few minutes. May, give me a hand, will you? Al, you go from this side. Easy now.
You know, Sonny, in the movies, they can always cut away while they jack her up. Now, Albert, why don't you take Miss Rasputin somewhere and see how fast she types?
Well, I do have these releases to get out, and Miss Rasputin could do them, as long as it doesn't make any difference to you, Rosie.
Why should it make any difference to me?
Atta girl, Rosie. Now you stay here and keep working, and I'll go along with Miss Rasputin.
Oh, I'll find you a typewriter.
So, do you use the touch system?
Whenever possible.
I could kill him. I could just kill him.
Excuse me, Miss Alvarez, but I'm looking for Kim McAfee. I just want to tell her she is not to kiss Conrad Birdie on that Sullivan show tonight, because if she does, Miss Alvarez? Miss Alvarez? Is anything wrong? Miss Alvarez, it's me, Hugo Peabody. Can I do anything for you, Miss Alvarez?
Why, yes, Hugo. I think you can.
So remember, the surest way to the play a very special engagement. And tonight, before he goes, he wants to leave a certain young lady with one last kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, we take you to Sweet Apple, Ohio, where a typical American family, Mr. and Mrs. Harry McAfee and their children, Randolph, Kim, and Pamela, are gathered to bid farewell to a typical American soldier, Conrad Birdie.
Where's Ed?
Oh, one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. Oh, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time. It really is sublime. Oh, honey, it's so sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. Baby, give me one last kiss. Baby, give me one last kiss. Oh, one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss.
Turn back history's pages, go back through the ages, see how brave soldier boys of yore said goodbye as they went off to war, went off to war.
Oh, one last kiss. Yo, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. Oh, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time. It really is sublime. Oh, honey, it's so sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. Baby, give me one last kiss. Baby, give me one last kiss. Oh, one last kiss. Yo, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, give me one last kiss. One last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. One last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, give me one last. Brace yourself, chick.
Brace yourself, Conrad Birdie.
What?
Hugo, you hit him!
He was a thief of love.
Hugo Peabody, I never want to speak to you again!
I demand to know who's responsible for this. Who let that kid in here?
I did, Albert.
Rosie!
Taking as sort of a farewell present to you and Miss Rasputin. Wear it in good health.
Wait, Rosie, you can't leave me here alone.
Oh, you're not alone, Albert. You're on television.
For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy. For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
dear, to put it sweetly. To hell with you! That's right, to hell with you! From now on it's just going to be me, Rosie, out of the town, singing, dancing, and having a ball, making up for the 8 years of being in love with a mama clutching, aspen splitting, 6-foot tower of Jill. What did I ever see it? Did I ever get involved that way? Now that it's over, I can smile and say, what did I ever see in him? Man, I was way out on a limb. Now that I'm safely on the ground again, now that my senses have been found again, what did I ever see in him? Is he tender? No, he's not. Is he thoughtful? No, he's not. Am I crazy? What's he got that I find so damn appealing? What did he ever do for me? Well, to be honest, he was sometimes nice, but that still wasn't worth the awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken heart. Why did I ever? What did I ever?
All men can't be like that, Miss Alvarez.
Every one of them, except maybe Albert Schweitzer, and I'm not his type. They're all the same, from puberty to senility, from Benedict Arnold to Mussolini.
You know, I never really got why Angry Bergman married him in the first place.
Egotistical, selfish human beasts.
Then what are we poor women to do, Miss Alvarez?
Use them. Let them be our playthings. Sip from the cup of life, mix the potions full strong, and drain them to the dregs. How do you like them apples, Mr. Peterson?
Do we need them? No, we don't. Do we want them? No, we don't. We believe them?
No, we won't. Tell me, what did I say them? What did we ever see in them? How could we ever think that they were nice? Taken from us, we paid an awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken heart. What did we ever see? Hugo at Peabody! Huh?
Hugo? Why isn't that Mr. Peterson, if not worse? Miss Alvarez, I'm coming with you.
Oh, kid, don't be ridiculous. You're only 15.
Juliet was 14 when she left home.
And look what happened to her. Look, you go downstairs and have some milk and cookies like
It's too late for cookies, Miss Alvarez. I want to live. We'll sip from the dregs together. We'll help each other with our potions.
For the last time, Albert, I'm okay and I don't feel like getting into bed. Now leave me alone.
Now, Conrad, be reasonable. You've just had a severe shock, and the best thing to do is get up. Aha! There she is, the traitor that stabbed me in the heart while my back was turned.
Get out of my way, Albert.
Be careful, Sonny! She may be armed.
Mama, I can handle her. Now, why don't you get upstairs and see to it that Conrad gets to bed?
Oh, wait for me, Conrad! I'll make you a nice hot cup of tiramisu!
Albert, for the last time, get out of my way. I'm going out on the town tonight, and I don't want to waste another minute.
Not until I've had my say, Rose. Now, I just want to let you know that thanks to Mama's quick thinking, the kiss will take place after all. Tomorrow at the railroad station, just before Conrad leaves. So it looks like you failed, Rose. As anyone must fail who tries to buck out Peterson, one of the giants, one of the titans, one of the King Kongs of the music industry.
What did I ever see? How could I ever think that he was nice? Taken from me, I paid an awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken heart.
An empire builder, a colossus!
Out of my way, you defraud English teacher! What did I ever see in him?
Rosie, come back! This is King Kong calling. Rosie, you come back right now! Rosie! And I don't care how you plead and beg, Miss Alvarez. You're through here at Almaloo. Not only do I accept your resignation, but furthermore, you're fired. And remember one more thing, Miss Alvarez. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words can never hurt me, you big rat! I'm sorry to do this in front of you folks, but I've had to let Miss Alvarez go. I'll get that.
Probably Hong Kong again.
Yes, hello, Mr. Lewis. Yes, this is Albert Peterson speaking. Yes, we've had to let Miss Alvarez go. Yes, that's right.
Miss Alvarez, wait for me, I'm coming!
Where do you think you're going, young lady?
With Rosie. To drain deep the dregs and sip full-hearty the cup of life. To live!
Upstairs.
But Daddy...
Upstairs. Did you hear me? I said upstairs.
Miss Alvarez was right. You're all the same, from puberty to Mussolini.
What's that? You dare say puberty in front of your own father? Not to mention Mussolini? Doris, we failed as parents. Oh. I never asked much from my children. Just respect. A little respect. That's all I asked. Respect. But did I get respect? No. I got no respect.
I respect you, Pa.
I don't want your respect. You're a child. What good is respect from a child? Doris, I'm not a well man. Take me upstairs. Certain words I never wanted to hear in this house. Puberty was the first. Mussolini was the second. And respect was the third.
Now, no 3-cent reporter can bulldoze me. I happen to be Albert J. Peterson, and you can print that in whatever cheap paper you happen to represent. It's not a paper. It's a magazine? And it's not Mr. Lewis. It's Mr. Luce. Rose, I need you.
Sonny boy, where are you going?
Nowheres, Mama. Just out. It's a little stuffy in here, and I thought... To find Rosie, Mama. I love her, and I want her back.
Oh, is that all? I thought it was something important. By all means, Sonny boy, go out and find your Lady of Spain and bring her back here. Oh, and by the way, dear, when you do, just remember to come back and stop by the kitchen and take my head out of the oven and turn off the gas.
Mama!
Well, it is a strange house. I don't want to run up a bill.
Mama, that's enough of this. If you really love me, you'd help me find Rose. Don't you realize what's happened here? That poor girl's gone out to make up for all the time she wasted on me. Who knows what low dive she's in at this very moment?
Oh, Sonny boy, you're right. I'll help you find her. Only, maybe you'd like to hear the message from Conrad first.
What message?
Oh, nothing to worry about, dear. It's just, he says he's going out tonight and doesn't think he'll be back in time to kiss Kim tomorrow.
Why didn't you tell me about this before?
Well, I tried to, darling sweetheart, but you kept on bringing up a certain party from south of the border.
I don't know why he's doing this to me. He knows how important this is to me. Conrad! Conrad!
Take it easy, I'm coming! And before you start hollering, Albert, I just want to let you know I've made up my mind. I am sick and tired of waking up at 9 every morning, having people watch me when I eat, and having kids poke me in the eye. I want to go out, have fun, meet a couple of young chicks. You don't understand, Albert. I am tense.
Mama, why don't you do something about this?
Conrad, have you ever considered a more mature woman?
Man, I hope I never get that tense. Now look here, buddy boy. This is my last free night before I go into the army, and I am going out.
You can't go anywhere without my permission, Conrad. It's in your contract. Mama, get the contract. Never mind. I'll get it myself. Conrad, you stay right here.
Conrad?
There are chicks just right for some kissing. And I need to kiss you. Man, those chicks don't know what they're missing. I got a lot of living to do. Since the state's already forsaken, Cadillacs, oh shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is wasted. I got a lot of living to do.
There are men of 19 or 20 who are suave and reckless and true. Older men will give the girl plenty. I got a lot of living to do.
There's music to play, places to go, people to
Oh my
see.
God.
Everything for you and me. Hey, you kids live here, don't you?
Yes, Bye Birdie.
What's the law on us now?
69 Ohio is out of 1852 by Jeremiah
I mean, what do you do here? Where do you go to the ball?
Well, there's the church basement and the sweet shop, and the older kids go to the ice house.
What's there?
I don't know. Ice, I guess. For your information, Mr. Birdie, the ice house is where people go when they want to be.
Hey, are you the chief hospital here?
I'm not a chief. I'm a fully grown woman, and I insist on being treated as such. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm in the home.
Now you're talking shit, come on. We got things to do. Crazy clothes and motorboat races.
Someone nice to cuddle up to.
Broadway lights and wide open spaces. There's such a lot of living to do. But some dates, I know when this old you. And laugh at the view. You might swim, and someone to hold you. We've got a lot of living to do. There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. All lights are all, if only you know it. And it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. We've got a lot of living, such a lot of living. What a lot of living too.
Alice, where are you? You know you were told to go straight to bed. Alice!
Hungry Joseph, I need you back home this minute.
Do you hear me, Deborah Sue? Mother's calling you. Deborah Sue! Deborah Sue!
There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. All lights are low, if only you know it. And it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. We've got a lot of living, such a lot of living. What a lot of living to do.
Kim! Come back! Kim! 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 Where are you? Hugo! Have you seen Kim? Don't ask me, ask Conrad Birdie. What are you talking about? They've gone off together. Had moonlit swims and motorboat races and loop-the-loop. I'm doing the only sensible thing. drink myself to death.
Moonlight swims, motorboat races, loop the loop. Doors, get my gun!
Mr. McAfee, you haven't seen Conrad, have you?
No, Mr. Peterson, but I intend finding him. So if you have a message, I'll be glad to deliver it after I shoot him.
Shoot him? Rosie, I've got to find Rosie.
Dear, what are you talking about? You know you don't have a gun.
The Daisy air rifle in the garage.
That's mine, Pa.
You shut up! I wonder where I can get BBs at this time of night.
Anyway, it's broken, dear.
Then get me anything! The bow and arrow I got you last Christmas with the suction cup tips. Don't just stand there. My daughter's run off to loop the loop with a fiend. Get me a water gun! Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say. Kids, they are disobedient, disrespectful oafs. Noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy loafers. And while we're on the subject, kids, you can talk and talk, your face is blue. Kids, but they'll still do just what they want to do. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? What's the matter with kids today? Kids! I don't mind the moonlight swims. It's the loop that hurts. Kids! Why don't they lower the draft age to about 11? Kids! I didn't know what puberty was till I was almost past it. Kids, impossible to control. Kids with their awful clothes and their rock and roll. Why can't they dance like we did? What's wrong with Sammy K?
You're a pea shooter.
A pea shooter? What good's a... Give it to me! What's the matter with kids today?
Give me a double rocks on the scotch. Put some rocks in it this time. Can you make me a vodka malted?
How old are you?
32.
Get out.
What about a beer?
Beat it!
Aw, just let me sit here with an empty glass in front of me.
Out!
I demand to see the manager. Where's Maud?
I'm Maud. Charles F. Maud. And if you're not out of here in 1 minute, I'll take you by the scruff of the neck and throw you out!
Okay, I'm leaving. This is the last time I do my drinking in this place.
Double bourbon, scotch on the side, no ice, and put a cherry in it. Make that 2 cherries. And bring on the dancing boys. Alvarez is the name, but I want you to call me Spanish Rose.
Spanish Rose?
See?
Get out!
Well, now, wait a minute. You can't throw me out. It's my constitutional right to have a drink here if I so choose, get loaded here if I so choose, and do any manner of wild and trashy things here if I so choose. This is Spanish Rose's coming out party. When I say coming out, I mean coming out.
And that means there's a man involved.
No, a mama's boy, and she hates me.
Mama's boys? Mamas always do. So what's the problem?
I'm just a Spanish tamale. She loves to say. Right off the boat from the tropics, far, far away. Which is kind of funny, since I come from romantic, exotic Pittsburgh, PA. I'm too Spanish. Oh, I could show her Spanish if I ever marry that mouse. I'll cook the taco and the enchilada, and day and night my castanets will be. Only song I'll sing will be Granada. I'll be so Spanish it will make her sick. She'll visit in our cozy hacienda. My red hot chili it will make her cry. And the daiquiris or porras that I blender, and then we'll dance the flamenco, ay ay ay. Watch out for the one Spanish girls. The weekly is flower that grows. Her skirt she is split hair is never with that spit by her Spanish girls.
Hello, this is Albert J. Peterson speaking. Is Rose Alvarez there?
Who?
Rose Alvarez. I think that's her voice I hear in the background. Put her on, please.
Hold the wire. Hey, Fidel Castro, I got a guy named Peterson who wants to talk to you.
You tell that wheezy little rat I'm not here.
That proves she's there. Who else would know I'm a weaselly little rat?
What?
Rosie, I've got to talk to you. It's about Conrad.
And furthermore, if I were this Rose Witch, I'm not. The only thing that would certainly make me hang up would be any mention of anybody named Conrad.
Oh, Rose, please don't hang up. I won't mention Conrad. We'll talk about anything you want. You, me, anything. Oh, Rose, please. Talk to me, baby, won't you talk to me? I don't care what you say, baby, talk to me. Must you be oh so far away from me? It seems all wrong this way, talk to me. And if you miss me, tell me so. Are you lonely? Tell me so. Say you love me. Tell me so, honey. Let me know. Talk to me till I press you close to me. Then you'll see we won't have to talk at all.
To me, oh so far away from me, baby.
I don't care what you say, talk to me.
Go on, what can you lose? It ain't gonna hurt.
And if you miss me,
Oh, tell him so.
Are you lonely?
Lady, lady, tell him so.
Say you love me, tell me so. Let me know, talk to me till I press
you'll see we won't have to talk. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Rose, are you alone?
No, I'm not alone, Albert. I'm with friends. See you later, Mr. Mayor.
See you later, Mr. Rosie, you've got to help me find Conrad.
That's only the beginning, Albert. From now on, it's just going to be me, Rosie, out in the town singing, dancing. I'm a ball of my pretty young. What's going on in there?
No business of yours, lady. That room's private.
Private? For whom?
For men only, that's for whom.
Men only. I know what goes on in these little towns. It's just what I'm looking for. Out of Spanish Rosa's way.
Spanish Rose, somebody stop her!
Hey,
Rosie,
lady,
come back!
keep
It's
my eyes
Conrad!
on there. Hey, lady!
Mama, get my coat!
And so, by the power vested in me, I now declare... Now, before the recording secretary reads the minutes of last week's meeting, I want to discuss a topic that I'm sure is on everyone's mind tonight.
grain alcohol to go?
Not for $1 million.
My whole world is collapsing around me. I can't get a drink, and Kim's run off with Conrad to the ice house.
Conrad? Albert, I've got to go find Albert. Hugo, you stay right here.
Here it is, Maud's roadside retreat. Come on, Mama. Rosie, I'm coming for you. Mama, would you hurry up?
I don't understand why we're spending all night chasing around after someone it would be better not to find in the first place. Oh, if you listen to me, Sonny, you'll go home, have a nice cup of postum, and go to bed.
Mama, I told you, I'm not coming home until I find Rosie. But maybe it'd be better if you did. Why don't you go home, Mama?
Could you repeat that, sweetheart darling?
I said, why don't you go home, Mama?
Could you say that once more? Sunshine of my existence?
I said, go home, Mama. I don't need you anymore.
So, it's come at last. At last it's come. The day I knew it would come at last has come at last. My Sonny boy doesn't need me any longer. Well, what are you waiting for? Put me out with the garbage. Just throw me out with the used grapefruits and empty cans of tuna fish. And never mind putting a lid on. Leave it open so 100,000 pussycats can walk all over a mother. Who bronzed your baby shoes? Kissed every little bruise? Who picked your dirty socks up off the floor? You coughed and who was there? It's just too hard to bear. A mother doesn't matter anymore. With bunions on my feet, I trudged through snow and sleet to bring you licorice from the corner store. I sold my Tiffany lamp so you could go to camp. Now a mother doesn't matter anymore. That's it. I'm ready to go, and I don't want you to spend a cent. Fancy funerals are for rich people. Just wrap me in a flag and dump me in the river. On Mother's Day. And precious, by the way, the doctor called today. What I got's a condition, yes, he's sure. There's nothing they can do. I'll last a week or two. Because for a condition, there's no cure. That time you had the crew who made you chicken soup and ran you berry till her throat was sore. You sacrificed your life, then bang, you get the knife. No, a mother doesn't matter anymore. There, I feel better now. Everything is as it should be. A mother is lying on top of a sanitation truck, bound for the city dump. And a son is running around after a floozy who came looking for a good time and stayed to ruin an American woman's life. Who gave up nights of rest to rub bits on your chest. Who nursed her sonny boy till he was 4. My life has been in vain. This country's down the drain. 'Cause a mother doesn't matter, no. A mother doesn't matter, yes. A mother doesn't matter anymore.
Good night, Mama.
You're just like your father. You'd marry anything. Good night, Sonny boy.
My name is not Sonny Boy.
Good night, Albert.
Mr. Peterson! Have you seen Conrad and Kim?
Hello, Mr. McAfee. How nice to see you again. I regret to inform you that Conrad's affairs no longer interest me. I'm out looking for Rosie and... Conrad and Kim?
They run off together.
And if we don't find them soon, Mr. Peterson, I intend calling the FBI. Who's the headman down here? Is it Peter Lodder?
No, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. They
Doris, Harry, have you seen Ursula?
Ursula?
Oh, is she missing too? 10 o'clock and it looked everywhere.
You haven't seen my Harvey, have you?
For Roger or Phyllis?
Mr. Peterson?
No, I'm sure they're just down at the drugstore, maybe having one of those, gang wars.
Gang wars?
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say.
Kids, they're so ridiculous and so immature. I don't see why anybody wants them.
Just you wait and see.
It's just possible to
They'll be old enough to
kids when you're home close to their rock and roll.
another teenage delinquent.
Why can't it be like you were perfect in every way?
What's the matter with kids too? Kids!
What the devil's wrong with these kids today? Kids who can guess that they would turn out that way. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way?
What's the matter with kids?
What's the matter with kids?
What's the matter with kids today?
Hi, everybody. Good old Hugo here again. Looped.
Hugo Peabody, what have you been drinking?
Milk. But it worked. Anyhow, I've got a perfect right to be drunk. My girls run off with the con.
To the movies! Yes, great double billing tonight. Flying down to Rio and Greed. Oh, I'll never forget the great cast. Dolores Del Rey.
And Gene
And
Raymond.
what a score!
I'd forgotten that. Hey, Rio, flying down to Rio.
Albert!
Rosie, I've been looking for you all night. Where have you been?
Albert! Albert, Conrad and Kim have gone to the ice house.
The
The
ice
ice house? Doors! Call the mounted police! Call Mr. King, tracer of lost persons! Call the shadow! Look him up under Lamont Cranston!
That is refreshing. Of course, I do prefer Marad, but these'll do. Well, Conrad, this is the ice house. Fun, isn't it? Of course, when you've been here as many times as I have, I've been here with just about everybody. I've been here with Ursula, Deborah Sue, the Girl Scouts. Bit stronger than the chocolate ones, aren't they? Conrad, you seem a bit nervous. Maybe I could get you one of those reefers I've heard so much about, or I could go and get you a fix as long as you tell me what it is. You've had a donkey on your back as long as I have. Conrad, you're trembling. I hope it doesn't bother you that I'm just a few years older than you are. I'm 27 or 28, one of the two. You see, I really know the score. I know some of the words. Nubian, premarial, jailbait.
There you are, oh sensuous one. We've been looking for you everywhere.
Yeah, that's nice. Now out of my way, I'm late.
But you don't understand. We're coming with you. You said it yourself. We've got a lot of living to do.
What's going on?
We'll never go home again. We'll follow you to the ends of the earth.
Moonlight swim, motorboat races, loop the loop.
Yeah.
Of course, that stuff really isn't as much fun as I made it out to be.
We can start right now. Let's have an orgy.
A lot of living, such a lot of living. What a lot of living. What a lot of living. What a lot of living.
There he is, the depraved brute. Arrest this man. What do you have to say for yourself now, Mr. Birdie?
Thank God you've come.
Hi, everybody. Good old Hugo here again.
Hugo, darling! I can't believe the humiliation I've been forced to suffer.
That's all I need to hear. Take him away!
Mr. McAfee, release that boy! Mr. McAfee, this is Albert Peterson's speed. Release that boy! Conrad!
Albert, it's no use. Look, why don't you go down to the house?
No, Rosie, you don't understand. This is a new Albert Peterson. I told Mama goodbye.
Albert!
So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go to the mayor's office and deal with the mayor. And I want you to meet me at the train station at 6:30, where I intend to be there with Conrad. And Rosie, did I mention that I love you?
Not yet, Albert.
Well, I do. Conrad.
It's gonna be such a wonderful life. I'm gonna be Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson. Rosie, nothing can stop you now.
Oh, hello, Rose.
Hello, May.
So, we finally have a moment alone. I don't suppose you have a minute for a heart-to-heart with an old friend?
Oh, I always have time to talk with the woman who by tomorrow I'll be able to
Oh, don't say it, Rose!
I'll be able to call my mother.
Oh, the cruelest word I ever heard. To think I would live to see the day I'd have relatives in El Salvador.
Oh, not to mention Guatemala, Brazil, Chile, Uruguay, and Chichicastenango. By the time Albert and I are married, I'll stick a rose in my teeth, sit out front of my adobe hut on Central Park West, and sell tortillas. Adios, Mama.
Adios, Rosita.
Call me Mrs. Peterson.
It's all clear. Come on. Conrad. You have to come out one way or another. Come on.
Now look, Albert.
Now you shut up. I took every cent I had to bail you out, and I don't want you seen until we're out of this state. Now get aboard.
Now look, Albert. You saved my life. Whether you pay me no guarantee or not, you got a contract with me forever.
What are you saying, Conrad?
Here's a blank piece of paper I signed my name to. Write down whatever you want.
Why, hello, Albert. Is that you, Rose? Why, Rose, you look good for a change. It's all right. I know all about you, too. And you don't have to worry. I'll do what any sensible mother has to do. Goodbye, Albert dear, and don't worry about the coat. You'll have 3 big stoles as soon as the train passes over me!
Mama, get up! I have no time for this. Now get on the train.
Mr. Peterson! I man to know what you've done with Conrad Birdie. He's not in that jail.
I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him all night. I'm here to say goodbye to Rosie.
Mr. Peterson!
Now, dear, there's no real point in getting excited. After all, there's no real harm done. Kim and you are back together. Oh, as a matter of fact, the sweetest thing happened this morning. Hugo proposed and Kim accepted him. Oh, dear, what's wrong?
My life is over! I'll sell the house and go into a home!
All aboard!
Come on, Albert. The train's leaving. Goodbye, Conrad.
Albert!
Albert, you can't leave me like this.
Well, here I am, Albert. 6:30 on the button. Where's the train?
It left at 6:25.
But Albert, you told me to be here at 6:30
With
sharp.
Conrad.
I know,
And
but you
Mom.
told me the other. Albert, you wanted us to miss that train.
It stands to reason, Rose. Why get on a train to why get on a train to New York when we have 2 tickets to Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
What's in Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
A teaching position at Pumpkin Falls Junior High School. They need someone to teach English and domestic sciences, and I hope you've brought your papers, Rose, because they prefer the applicant to be married.
Oh, Albert!
Oh, Rose. Whoever told you that that's the most beautiful name in the world? I was never crazy for flowers. I confess that nothing left me colder. I could watch a daisy for hours, and all I feel was several hours older. Lilacs or lilies, any bloom you please. All that they did was make me shrug or sneeze, but now I love you blossom that I see. For a lovely little rose loves me. Now my life is rosy, since I found my Rosie. With a girl like Rosie, how could I be blue? Hand in hand we'll mosey, me and little Rosie. We will be so cozy by a fire built for 2. Oh, I once heard a poem that goes, a rose is a rose is a rose. Well, I don't agree, take it from me. There's one rose sweeter than all of the rest, and that's my Rosie. I'm so glad you chose me. Life is one sweet, beautiful song to me.
We'll be happy and know.
Since I found my Rosie, with a girl like Rosie, how could I be blue?